Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add color to existing 3D models for the purpose of 3D printing them. For years now, desktop 3D printers have not had the option of printing in more than one color at a time, so color texture was not something we had to worry about. But now with the introduction of color desktop 3D printers like the XYZ Da Vinci Color and Da Vinci Color Mini, full color 3D printing is now possible. However, this brings the challenge of learning how to add color to your already existing 3D models. While creating full color 3D models from scratch is part of many popular 3D modeling programs, adding color to existing 3D files can be tricky. Today, I will be using Adobe Photoshop to add color to a 3D printing model. Traditionally in 3D printing, the file type used is STL or stereolithography file. However, this format was not designed to support color information. So the first thing we must do is convert our STLs to OBJs or object files. To do this, we are going to use Autodesk's Meshmixer. This is a very handy free program that can convert and edit 3D models. First, we will open the model in Meshmixer and export as an OBJ. Next, we are going to open the OBJ in Photoshop. This will create a new 3D layer. On this screen, you can choose display resolutions and color profiles for the 3D layer. For this example, we'll be using the default settings. Note, this message will appear warning that the file does not contain a texture map or UVs. Once the model is open, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your 3D options menu and generate UVs. A message will come up explaining specifics about UV textures. Click OK. And then the Generate UVs windows will open. You can use the default settings. Now the program will generate a texture UV file for the 3D layer. Under your Layer Tools, under Textures, you can see the texture file here. If we open the layer, we can see the 3D model surface flattened out above a blank canvas. Changes made to the color of the 3D model will be shown here. Likewise, changes done here will appear on the 3D model itself. In this way, you can paint and color your 3D model however you wish. If you want to project a photo texture on your 3D model, this can be done in a couple of ways. First, go to your 3D Tools menu and select the group with your merge material on. When selected, in the Properties menu, you should see a Diffuse option. Next to it, you have the ability to pull down a drop-down menu. Here, you will see the option of Replace Texture. Selecting that, you can choose any image to be your texture file. When selecting the image, Photoshop will automatically wrap the 3D image around your object. In this case, I'm using the image of the Earth's surface. However, you do not have much control as to how it chooses to lay it out. If you return to the same Properties menu, under the same drop-down menu, you have the option Edit UV Properties. By selecting this screen will appear. Now, by making changes within this screen, you can change things like the scale, the position, and the tile of your texture. The second way to add a photo texture image to your 3D model is to project the image to the model visually. To do this, you open the image you wish to use in Photoshop. I will once again be using the image of the Earth's surface. Select all in your image and copy and paste the image into your 3D file. This will create a new image layer above your 3D layer. Now you can scale and position the image over the model however you like. Once you are happy with the position of the image, simply go to your image layer that you created and right-click. You will see in the drop-down option of Merge Down. By selecting this, Photoshop will automatically wrap the texture around the object. Notice, however, it will only apply the image to the parts of the model that can be seen. But the process could be repeated many times. By simply rotating and continuing to add textures this way, you can surround your entire 3D model with the photo image. Once you're happy with how your color texture looks, you can export your model by going to the 3D menu and selecting Export 3D Layer. Change your file format to Wavefront OBJ and your texture format to JPEG, and click OK. Here you can change the name of the OBJ that it's about to create. Now you can see Photoshop has created 4 new files. Due to some compatibility issues, sometimes I need to open the new OBJ in Meshmixer and export it out again as an OBJ so that XYZ software will see the color texture file correctly. Depending on your version of Photoshop or XYZ Print, you may not need to do this step. On a side note, when making 3D color textures for the XYZ Da Vinci color machines, it may be necessary to brighten textures a bit to make it print at the desired color levels. To do this, simply open the texture layer or open the texture JPEG in Photoshop or any photo editor and use the brighten contrast controls. I recommend a brightness between 30 to 40%. Simply save, and you're good to go. You are now ready to load your Color 3D model to XYZ Print and prepare to send it to your XYZ Da Vinci Color 3D printer. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you on your journey of Color 3D printing, and I look forward to seeing all your wonderful creations.